Hi, I'm Nadine Burroughs Jamison, your host, and this is my good friend Janine Bookwalter, your co-host.
Hi, and welcome to Shooting the Breeze with Nadine and Janine.
Yes, and our lineup for our show is what's going on in Harrisburg, what's in the news, right?
Correct?
Okay.
Which is
Topic of the day,
restoration
restoration.
companies.
Yes,
They all claim to be efficient. We'll go on with that in a little
yes.
bit.
Topic of the day, pearls of wisdom and stinker of the week. Well, that's what you're going to get later. So, there's always something going on in Harrisburg. I always say that because it really is. But why don't we start with this? Capona Labor Day. Join the city of Harrisburg for the 105th annual Capona Festival. The 3-day event will feature food, fireworks, live music, art, market, family fun, zone Bieber, what is this? Anyway, canoe races, wire walkers, and more. Sorry. And that's September 4th through the 6th. So that's starting off today. Janine, maybe we can sneak down there. Anyway,
And we know it's there because all the traffic is detoured around
exactly.
the streets.
Exactly.
As we found out.
So we saw it. And that is 3 to 8 p.m. At the Riverfront Park, Harrisburg, PA. So, Janine, we'll probably be going down there to check it out, like we said we would. Okay. Let me see. Dauphin County Jazz and Wine Festival. We went to one of those a long time ago. Janine, remember?
We
It was a
did.
long. It was a long time ago. Yeah, baby,
Was-
maybe like 7 years
was it
ago.
Fort Hunter?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I do remember.
Yeah, and that was fun. Okay, Dauphin County Jazz and Wine Festival, September the 10th through September the 12th, and that is at 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. And that's enough time to drink. Fort Hunter, Janine, okay, Fort Hunter Mansion uh, and Park. This is at 5300 North Front Street, Harrisburg, PA. And the tickets are $50. Weekend pass purchase in advance, 60. If you purchase at the door. And also, we have come sail with the Susquehanna River. Have you ever been on a riverboat, Susquehanna Riverboat? Janine, did you like
I
it?
have. I do love the tour. It's very informative and very relaxing. One thing that surprised me was that it's not real long.
That's what I
So,
started to say. It's like 10 minutes.
yeah,
Okay, I'm exaggerating. Okay, it's a little longer than that, but
it's probably about 20.
20
It's
minutes.
not a
Why
lot
so
longer
short?
than
Why?
that. I can't answer that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, really short ride.
But it's very picturesque.
Sure it
You
is.
just go down the
Yeah.
river, relaxing. They do have tours sometimes with music and dinner.
Okay.
And that's
Now that one I
something
would like to do.
I would like
Sure.
to do.
Is that 20 minutes too?
No.
Okay, that's what I have to
No.
say. Can't eat in 20 minutes. Okay, so come sail with the Susquehanna River School. These sonic 15 minute
How about those?
15-minute cruises offer unparalleled views of the water and Harrisburg's landmarks. This unique floating classroom teaches students of all ages about the history and natural wonders of the Susquehanna River and Harrisburg. Instructors utilize hands-on activities, lectures, games, and more to teach about the importance of our river and the ways we can continue to take care of it. Well, that's nice, all right?
It
It's
is.
just beautiful. I just wish it was maybe a little longer than 15 minutes, you know?
What I wish is that the people would listen. They give all that information
Yeah,
of how we keep a clean land.
not happening.
No.
I know, that's sad. Okay, and that's every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. to 10:45. Tickets are $15 for adults and it's free for children 12 and under. That's wonderful, okay? Pride of the Susquehanna Riverboat, September the 11th through October 23rd. Well, that's good. All right. Okay. Yes, and also, what's in the news, Janine?
What's in the news? Well, it was the Taliban, but the more I've been sitting here thinking about what's heavy on my mind, I'm changing the subject right now.
Okay, all right.
Ida came through with quite a bit of wind and quite a bit of rain.
Mm-hmm.
I have a sump pump that I put in not too long ago, and it did not work. And I went down to grate 6 inches of water in my basement.
Whoa.
Now, no insurance companies mentioned because we wouldn't want to do that or slander anybody's name.
Oh, we wouldn't want to. Go ahead and tell us, Janine. Who is it?
However,
No.
I'm not going to say who it is,
No.
but a very well-known insurance company
Mm-hmm.
sends me a bill every month, month after month,
Mm-hmm.
year after year. I called the helpline, the national helpline,
Mm-hmm.
and they said somebody would get back to me within an hour.
You never did.
It took 2 days
Whoa.
to get back to me. I called
Wow.
5 restoration companies, water,
Mhm.
fire restoration companies. Nobody called back. My question, and the answer was, the reply was, well, you're not the only one that's happened to.
Wow.
Duh, I
Oh,
understand
yeah. Why
that.
even say that? Sure.
But they need to have a better way. I had no help at that particular
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
to call, and if the water was rising and rising, and I was trying to stay calm
Yeah.
and not flip out at people.
But I don't think the response should have been, well, you're not the only one. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody knows
they
that
said
already.
we're very busy.
Yeah.
The adjuster called yesterday, and I couldn't take the call because, hello, I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
So I will get back to him. But it's the weekend, so now you can't talk to him.
Right.
It's crazy because I thought the sump pump shouldn't have had failure. There was a dehumidifier that was running, and I was afraid it was plugged in, obviously.
Yeah.
And I was afraid it would catch fire.
Right.
And I had mentioned it to my son and didn't say anything else.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up and he tripped on something. It's not really funny, but it's an answer that came in a crazy way.
Mm-hmm.
He tripped on something that hit the pipe
Right.
that came out of the sump pump. He said, Mom, it's vibrating. And the sump pump started.
Yeah.
All that said, the water's gone.
Okay.
But I don't know to this day if I would have had somebody to come out
Exactly.
on the Saturday. So
yeah.
why do we pay all this money and then when you need help,
Yes.
you're chased around
That's
the barrel?
right,
And
yeah.
I'm sure with the audience that's watching, I'm not the only one. I'm sure.
No, my
a
cellar
lot of
flooded
people
too.
did.
People sure did. Luckily, we had one of those machines down there in the cellar that pump it up,
Yeah.
blow it
yeah.
out. Yeah. But yeah.
The float stuck, I think. My son explained to me, and that's what caused it.
Yeah.
But I think we need to have a better way, even if I am not the only one, that I could have gotten service before
From
that.
somewhere,
What if
yeah.
I was handicapped and couldn't move around and
Yes,
was in the
you'd have been
area?
up the creek, sure,
And that's,
for real.
and I started to complain and feel a little bit, why me? But then I thought of the people in Louisiana,
Yeah.
and I thought I have no reason to complain, and I'm not going to complain. Which brings up another subject that's in the news. The flood waters have destroyed
Yes.
so many homes
Yes.
and areas, and I'm sure they sent teams in from other states, and
Right.
they said they were sending them up here
Right.
too,
Right.
to
Right.
Pennsylvania, whose state wasn't affected, you know. But how did we deal more efficiently with rescue and help? I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Who has an answer for that one? Really. A lot of times when the lines are down and everything like that, sometimes you can't get through, and when you do, there's a slew, a whole line of people trying to get in there. That's scary though, ain't it?
It is. I think it's something that we need to work on, and because it happened to me, I am going to be talking to my insurance company
Yeah.
and asking, and maybe get on a team that starts to discuss and find ways.
Yeah.
If they know that the storm is coming, why did they wait to send the teams in too? I mean,
Wow.
it was all over the news.
Yeah.
And with my pump, it stuck. The float stuck. But I even had gone down, knowing it was coming, pulled
Right.
the plug out,
Yeah.
stuck it back in just
Yeah.
to make sure the plug had attached
Right.
to the receptacle.
Right.
So it's like, I bet
my
you I know how to
gosh.
check a float now. You learn. Sometimes you learn the hard way.
Yeah, this is true. This
you
is
said
true.
you had water in
Yeah,
your basement,
yes.
but how did it get out?
The hurricane, yeah, and the headlines was reading that it was one of the strongest hurricanes on record by both wind speed and pressure
Yes.
to war ashore in Louisiana. That was a whole mess, those people. Ida, a tropical storm, was hitting on the 16-year anniversary of Katrina, a Category 3 hurricane that ravaged the Gulf Coast. Hurricane Katrina unleashed a series of events taking the lives of more than 1,800 people and leaving more than $100 billion worth of damage in its wake. When I saw those people, it just makes your heart bleed. People hanging off the roofs and hanging in the trees and praying to God that somebody would come and help them. It's just heartbreaking. And you're hoping that somebody finds you. And I know a lot of people say, why they had a warning, whatever, why didn't they get up? Blah, blah, blah. And everybody don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have cars to go anywhere. So what do? You stay in the house. It's the only place you have to stay. And you cross your fingers and pray to God that, nothing happens. But 1,800 people dead, I mean, that's a lot of happening,
There was a man, an older man, that was interviewed that said that he's lost his home again, but he had lost it with Katrina as well. Ida took it now, but Katrina destroyed a part of it then. And he said, I just am getting around to rebuilding and
yes,
getting
and here
some
he
of the
goes
stuff.
again.
And he couldn't look at the camera.
Yeah.
He just broke
Yeah, he
into
broke
tears
down.
and
Yeah.
walked away.
It's heartbreaking, and like I said, you pray for all those people, and you at the same time, of course we get mad because we have water in our basement. I think because even as small as you might think that it is small compared to these people, it's a hot mess, and it really is. But you just say, this is nothing compared to what these people
That's
are going
what
through.
you have to
You have to
put it
say
in
it to yourself.
perspective.
You do, yeah, because it's true. Now, which one would you rather have? The water in the basement up to your ankles, or would you rather have your house blown across the ocean somewhere?
And you know what I thought of? What about the baby that doesn't understand, that's hungry?
Yeah.
You can't get milk, you can't get milk.
That's
What
right.
about the elderly person who needs the heart medicine?
Oh,
The
it's
heart
so much to
medicine
think
just went
about.
down I mean,
Yes, and what about these people who have, they're plugged into a machine to breathe? Come on.
You know you're going to lose lives from those kind of circumstances.
1,800 people,
Right?
And I just pray for every last one of them, the families and everybody out there, because I can't imagine, and I don't want to imagine, because you can't really go there in your mind
I know.
with something like that to happen to somebody else, because you don't know until it happens to you. And I just pray to God nothing ever like that happened over here. Anyway, yes, so yes,
We
so
live
we
in an
yes.
area that does not
I know.
have as
Mountains and
much.
stuff like that's
I
what I
mean,
think it is.
I've
right?
heard of a couple tornadoes. Somebody said that the house that I bought, a tornado had run behind that a couple years ago. And he said it sounded just like a freight train, which they say.
Yeah, it's
But
scary.
as a whole, we don't have to deal with all that.
Yeah, thank God for that. Yeah. Well, And with that being said, our topic of the day, Janine, is doctors and cosmetics. I got three different things down here, but I'm gonna just go to the first one, okay? And this one is for collagen. Let me see, plastic surgery, collagen implants, breast reduction, and booty lift. Okay, I'll just go to the collagen first. From the time we're born, collagen is in our bodies. When we age, we lose it. But collagen injections, or fillers, as we might call it, replenishes your skin's natural collagen. So, Janine, question. Would you do collagen? I answer first because for the lines and riddles and stuff like that, I wouldn't. Not because I think it's wrong, but because to me, whatever floats your boat, people, to each his own. Seriously, that's how I feel about it. I don't like needles. That's my.
Is that your reason?
Janine, listen. I don't like needles, girl. And the only needle that I welcome and I still cringe is the needle of the dentist, because when that pain is hitting your butt, I told him, just give it to me. Just give as much as you can to numb this stuff, because he had to pull it out back here. Yeah. And so, but still, that's the only. But I can't. I just can't. But I think about getting it in the face or anything. I think it may hurt even more. I don't know. But the point is, us women do things to better ourselves, to look better and stuff like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Men do things, maybe women may do more, but the point is, I think that if it makes them feel better about themselves, we're talking about an individual. That's what we're talking about. Individuals. Okay. Right? And society has an impact on a lot of things, because society can make you run straight to all kinds of doctors. And I think it's a shame, to tell you the truth, because they're making you feel not good about yourself. Society, okay? Even when you go for a certain job, they want you to look a certain way, or you won't get it.
Or you're too fat, or you're too thin.
Yeah.
Or you don't.
Yeah.
That happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. So would you?
What's my answer? God's made me.
Okay.
A certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's wrong to do things to make yourself look better and feel better. But there's something, a lot of times, Botox and collagen and all those things are used to make you look younger. I don't want to look younger. I am who I am, and I'm the age that I am, and I'm not going to change that age. But I'll tell you something that happened to me. You do feel bad about yourself because you're this way or you're that way, and you're not accepted by what the world says. A lot of rejection comes with that at times.
Sure.
But when you learn what God says about you, that changes your whole thing.
Yeah.
He says we're fearfully and wonderfully made, that we are to have peace and to love Him. It's just a different kind of a walk. Yeah. And I don't get bogged down by what the world thinks. Yeah. If you don't like the way I look or what I do, then that's fine. Yeah. But it's called loving yourself. And it's a process. Yeah. Now maybe somebody would say, but I can love myself more.
Right.
If that be it, then
but that's a continuous thing. You have to keep going back.
This is the thing.
Wow.
Something that I choose to do for myself, just because. I don't know why. My nails aren't strong, and so I've chosen to do that. They look nice today because I just got them done. 3 weeks from now, they're not going to look so nice. You're going to have the money to replace them. Sometimes
the refills, right? The refills, Janine, right?
If one breaks off, There's the nail that they take out of the plastic box and stick it under to do the. They say, "Am I hurting you?"
Oh Lord.
I guess you're
No,
hurting
no.
me as the thing goes. So
Yeah.
all I'm saying,
Yeah.
the world's things are not
Yeah.
permanent.
Yeah.
Now go into what happens because you told me that.
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
well-
this. What has happened to stars that have gotten
Oh yeah. Yeah.
all kinds of things?
They've gotten all kinds of things, and
But
sometimes
it
they end up.
doesn't always last.
It doesn't always. It doesn't. It doesn't last. If you got to keep going back for it, it doesn't last, and they should know that. But you got to keep going back. I don't know, every 6 months or once a year, something like that. They got to keep going back for that. That's a lot of money. Yeah. So now this next thing is with okay. With aging, pregnancy, and weight loss comes more changes in the shape and size of the breast. This causes self-consciousness. Breast augmentation with implants helps increase bust size, restore a feminine, attractive physique. So, I won't get no breast implants.
Well, I know of some people that have gotten them, stars that you read
Yeah.
about, and they end up having the material removed
Yes,
because after a while it clogs and it feels hard
that's right.
and lumpy. Who would want that? That's
Yeah, and it causes them a lot of pain. And then
Yes.
there's a leakage with that poison leaking in your system. Oh my goodness. It's too much work and a lot of money going down the drain,
it is.
you know.
So
Like I said, I mean, I ain't hating nobody who get breast implants, but if that's what you like, well, more power to you and whatever floats your boat, you know. But
there's some stars. I don't even know. They don't have to be stars that are
A lot of
under the
people.
knife their whole
Sure.
life. They get this done. They get that done.
yeah. But you know what? Listen. I think it changes their look. Look, I've seen people, and it does change your look. And I hate to say, well, and to me anyway, not for the better, because when you get your mouth blown
I
up,
was just thinking the same thing.
it's Janine. It's, yeah, because it's not a natural thing. You know, you could tell it's not real. You know, just kind of look kind of weird to me, really. You know, but
I don't understand it. Now, I thought one time about having my nose done because it's a little larger than some.
oh,
But then
goodness,
I
girl,
just
no,
thought
it's not
the
large.
pain. The pain in getting that done. Then you picture all the tape and the things that are on it. And I thought, no, I just need to accept myself for what I am. But my sons also have bigger noses. They probably heard me
Janine's funny.
saying this. But, you know, and they laugh about it and they pick on each other. And I said, out of all the good qualities they could have got, why
Oh,
was
my
it the
goodness.
nose? They could have got
Wow.
my eyes.
Wow.
But anyway, it just accept yourself for
Yeah.
who you are.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
message in all
Yeah.
this.
And the last one is the butt implants. Okay, the most popular types of buttocks related surgeries include butt lift, implants, and augmentations with the flat grafting. Now, I know somebody personally, I won't call no names, who had got the butt thing, and when they say with the fat grafting, that just take fat from your body and put it in. Now, this person, they had to, after they came back from where they were, because they had to take a plane, when they came back, well, let's say before they got home, you had to stay on, you can't sit down, of course, so you have to stay on your knees. You imagine being on your knees and you're on the couch, so you're on, and that's for like a couple weeks. You have to do like for a couple weeks and stuff like that, because you can't sit down, and then you can't do a whole lot of stuff. You can't walk around or nothing like that. But this person, she said the doctor said they're surprised that she's walking around way before she's supposed to be because I guess it affects different people in different ways, you know. And I have to tell you, she really looks nice with it, Janine. I'm sorry.
Honey, they have them that you can buy.
She
The
looked
little
nice
things
with
that
it.
you pull up
Yeah.
and it puts everything in place. Save yourself the money and the pain, and you'll be able to sit down with it within 5 minutes. So,
She really looked nice with it. It's if I say anything, then it's another generation.
yeah.
Okay, so
Right.
but I know because she, yeah, but
Right,
you know,
right.
but she looks nice. But I said, oh, you look nice,
You
you
look
know.
good, huh?
But but
Well, moving right
yeah,
along. The
yes.
message in all that for the past 15 minutes is love yourself for who
love
you
yourself.
are. And make decisions accordingly. Okay.
And if you can't, I ain't mad at you.
All right.
Okay.
Next
So
part.
Janine, let's go to our pearl of wisdom.
The pearls of wisdom. We need to be careful of what we speak. And listen carefully. From the fruit of their lips, people enjoy good things. You talk positive, you're going to make circumstances happen a lot of times because of the positivity and the creativity that come out of your mouth. But the unfaithful have an appetite for violence. And there's so much truth in that. Have you ever been around a person that blippity blippity this and that and that and blah 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 blah, and their physique and their manner is violent, and they're always in traumatic situations. There's always drama in their life, and they're very, very unhappy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
So I'm really working at this age, and I'm not perfect at it, but I'm really trying to be careful of what comes out of my mouth. And like what happened with the flood, I could have been, but I didn't. I really worked on staying calm and trying to find solutions
Yeah.
and saying to myself as I heard boxes falling in the basement, you know, stay calm.
Yeah.
So that's what,
Yeah.
watch what you speak. Be careful.
Be careful, people, what you say. And our last, certainly not least, our stinker of the week.
Uh-oh.
Yes. And this is for poor Elijah McClain, who died 2 years ago. Okay. There was a 32 count indictment against 3 police officers and 2 paramedics involved in Elijah McClain's death. I'm sure everybody heard about this. This happened 2 years ago, but the indictments came in, so we have to talk about it. A 23-year-old massage therapist from Aurora, Colorado, died August 30th, 2019, after being apprehended by police as he was walking home from a convenience store. They said he looked suspicious, harassed them, and when he was trying to tell them he didn't do anything, they went back and forth, and then, you know, they got him and got his hands behind his back and got him on the ground. Then they injected him with ketamine. When this crap is going to stop? When will it ever end? When will it end? Suspicious? What was he doing to look suspicious? You know, it's always an excuse. They look suspicious. You know, they wasn't walking right. They had a big radio in their hand or whatever. You know, and I'm just happy that it came down to this. I just really hope those officers rot, really, because this is disgusting. And the parents are still mourning the son. You never get over that, I'm sure. You never, ever do. You know, and so for that, those officers and those 2 paramedics, you are our biggest stinkers of the week. So take that. There you go. And Janine, as always, it's always nice to come here and talk to the people out there.
Absolutely.
You know,
Let them know what's going on.
You know, the shooting the breeze with Nadine and Janine, you know, and we're happy you tuned in. Tune in next week.
We'll have
Yes,
some more
ma'am.
interesting subjects and things that you'll probably have an opinion on. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.